Namaste. I am S.V. Vadnerkar, architect musician, introducing a new work, visual media for music, which has explored new avenue in general education of music and to introduce music in art, architecture, museum, computer, computer printing, and to listen it on computer via digital media, which has explored a novel way to general education through art and digital media. This has explored a new vista to understand the points of east and west through a common vision, which will remove the barrier of language, culture, and will introduce the basic hard facts through art. Cursory glance over the visual history of art and different civilizations, one will notice that musical sound patterns of prayer or folk tunes were not depicted in visual form, where it can help to communicate musical idea and disclose composition planning structure in distinctive form to study commonalities of musical notes in music of various countries. Of painting musical themes known as Ragmala paintings. These paintings help spectators to share visual pleasure of seasonal context through symbols, motifs, environmental aspects, but unable to convey which musical notes one has to sing exactly by sequence, value, pitch to extract the meaning of the different ragas. So to say, classification and analysis was not presented visually. Years, Occidental musicians have interpreted and recorded their music according to which their music can be performed. The system is well designed and useful for which it is designed and used all over the world. It is called Western staff notation. In India, over 80 years, notational system has been designed which is useful in academic field, which is called Bhatkhande notational system through Devanagari script. See it in the diagram 1, Western notation, Indian notation, Japanese notation. And on the right side, you will see there is one Indian notation is written and Western notation is there in Western staff notation. But we are unable to see the similarities of notes through this notation. In the world, there was need to explain music distinctively and by a clarity of thought to students to create interest in music. But this had no facility to create interest. Rather, it is monotonous to see in black and white. And jet age, world came close, and it was observed that both the notational systems acted as barrier to share and exchange knowledge of commonalities of musical notes distinctively, as there were no distinctive symbols to represent in usual systems. Artists, educationists, scientists, musicologists were of the opinion that there should be a illustrative media for music which will show and help to paint individual skill of composer, where one can pay tribute to him by showing his identity to capture and mold spirit of music in a universal common media of art to the world. Now see the diagram which I have designed. As an artist and architect, I was interested in textures and materials used decoratively in non-figurative murals. I found that it had a little meaning to convey, if any, specific function of art. It is primary activity considered to express emotional feelings. If the method is based on hypothetical symbols and modules and useful to all, it is considered as a common enterprise to mankind. Considering the aspect of distributing knowledge, I designed the system like this. the, the diagram shows that old traditional notational systems and the new diagrammatic which analyzes and classifies the diagrammatic view. These two parallel lines indicates one octave, Saregama Padhanisa plus Rega Dhani Komal and Ma Tivra. And for notes value, we have considered one square as a one crotchet, and half square is equal to half matra, and quarter square is equal to quarter matra, and 2 squares is equal to half note, and full note is shown by 4 squares. Now, this notational for Surprise Symphony of Haydn, written in notational format, it is just like this. Sa sa ga ga pa pa ga ma ma re re ni ni pa. Sa sa ga ga pa pa ga sa sa ma ma pa. Now, when we represent it into this format, it is half of note which is comes in a first octave, and it shows sa sa ga ga pa pa ga ma ma re re ni ni po. Sa sa ga ga pa pa ga sa sa ma ma pa. The whole index of one octave is classified by sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa, and the rest four notes re komal, ga komal, ma tivra, dha komal, and ni komal is shown by distinctive symbols. So we get the whole analytical picture of the particular tune. But with this system, we can show in museum how the similarities of musical notes occur in music. Here it is a rag bilawal structure. Ga re ga pa pa dha ni sa 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 ni dha ni sa ni dha pa ma. That is the basic structure of rag bilawal. And with the same notes, when it is played in a different manner with values etc., this becomes a piano concerto by Tchaikovsky. Pa ga re sa ga re ma ga ni sa do re ga do re mi da po, like this. So the comparative study of commonalities, which was not possible through notational systems because Indian and Western notational systems acted as barrier to show similarities. With this new media, we can show the similarities, and also we can show a tune of France with the same notes. The sa ni sa the sa ni sa ni sa the pa ma ga ma ga ma re ga ma re re. This is a French tune. This is also composed by the Bilawal scale. Now again in Bilawal scale, there is a Jesus Christ, his own creation, Lazarus Surgeons. This is can be explained in a pictorial format, and we can bring it into art of mosaic. Dhani pa sa re ga re pa ma ga re sa ni sa re ga sa re. So you will find the images show the meaning of music, which we can preserve the traditional heritage of the European music in this format. But these are the flashes and like milestones of the journey, not the total concert, but at initial elementary level, universalization of elementary education of music is possible, as the digital media itself has offered result on computer. When we put data or simulate data on computer in numerical form, it accepts it and gives us result feedback. Technique of bringing music into visual form, we came on the aspects of presenting music in pictorial form, which is displayed in the folder. It has explored advantages in academic field, art gallery, museum, architecture, and on computer at global level. Now I will play the tune which is depicted in this format. Which I recited earlier. Ta sa ga ga pa pa ga ma re re ne ne pa. Sa sa ga ga pa pa ga ta sa ma ma pa. With these symbols and modules, we can depict a Japanese tune. Re re dha ni re ga ga re ga ma re ga dha. Re re dha ni re ga ga re ga ma re ga dha. Now in the second illustration you will find with the same musical notes. It is a last moment 9th symphony with the one. Ma ma pa dha dha pa ma ga re re ga ma re ga ga. Ma ma pa dha dha pa ma ga re re ga ma re re re. Now with the notes are same and it is arranged in a different manner, it becomes a London symphony. Dha pa ga pa ma re dha dha pa ga ma re ga. Dha pa ga pa ma re dha dha pa pa ma ga re. So the advantage of these symbols and modules, it becomes a scientific approach to explain the science of music and artistic approach to art, to display it in interior and exterior by art of mosaic, which is a dignified media rather than this notational system. So, Save tu plante de su alla mode, save tu plante de su alla mode. Re re ni dha ni po ma pa da sa pa ni dha. Re re ni dha ni po ma pa da sa ni dha pa. Here is a poetry from UK. The poem is like this. Bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them that hate you. Sa ni dha 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 pa pa sa re ga. Dha dha ga ga re sa ni re. Tune from USA. Re ga re ni dha pa ga pa dha ni ni sa ni dha. Re ga re ni dha pa ga ni sa ni dha pa pa ga. Here it is a Italian musical tune. Santa Lucia. Pa pa sa sa ni ni ma ma dha 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 pa ga dha pa pa ma ma ga re ga dha pa. Re sa ni re re sa dha ma pa sa. Sa pa sa 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 ni la pa re re ga re sa. Tunes. One is from two pictures of different notational systems. One is Spanish song, Romance de l'Amour and Waves of Danube. You will see that with the new media, we can see that each and every sound pattern has a distinctive form. Now I will recite waves of Danube. G G D D Ni D G Sa Ni D G Ga Ma Ga Re Ga Re Sa Ni Re Sa Ni. That with this media we can see the commonalities of musical notes between different countries or continents. Here in the above picture, here is a Durga Raga's basic structure. Pa pa ma pa pa dha ma re re sa 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 re ma pa pa pa. And here it is a Chinese guiding march music. In India, the notes are of Durga Ragas taken. The notes sequence is like this: re re da sa re sa da sa re sa da. You can see the prolongation of musical notes in pictorial form and note. Re re da sa re sa da sa re sa da pa ma re sa da re sa da sa re sa da pa ma re sa da. So we can see the commonalities of musical notes as well as simple complex musical tunes in pictorial form. Here it is a homeward bound nursery rhyme. The rhythm is of 1 2 3 4 beats, 1 2 3 4 beats. Ga ma pa pa ga ma pa 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 ma 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 pa ga 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 ma pa pa ga ma pa 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 ma 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 pa ga ga. Now with the modules of Bilal scale, here it is a Wish You Merry Christmas tune. Po sa 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 re sa ni do 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 re re ga re sa ni po po ga ga ma ga re sa do po do re ni sa sa. Now here it is a tune, Joy in the Gates of Jerusalem, Peace be in Zion. Joy in the gates of Jerusalem, peace be in Zion. Re re sa ni da pa ma pa re pa da re ni po. Now here it is a 12-tone music composed by Schoenberg, who himself was an artist who painted his own portrait even also. He has composed a 12-tone music. It is just like re ga ma pa re ga ga da re ne sa da ni. So his individual creativity of showing 12-tone music can be shown in this format or in wall hangings or in textile. Here it is a Gitanjali's Rabindranath Tagore's basic tune. Matha nat kar dao hai tumar charan dhula le. When we play it on instrument, sa 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 de da pa ma ga ga re ga ma ga re ni re sa. So the structural aspect of music shows us that the spirit of music changes according to arrangement of notes, its value, pitch, etc. And we can glorify and adore the spirit of music in houses, in daily life, by showing the music in pictures. That non-figurative murals had a little meaning to convey, if any, and the pictures which we get by media of art and computer, etc., which are useful to adore and glorify the spirit of music, and taking science of basic music from house to house including the value-oriented value, unity in diversity through music. I will now recite the Rag Mallar, which is depicted in Rajasthani painting in this format, environmental aspect. The painting shows the natural scenery of the by motifs and seasonal context. And here we have translated the actual notation of Mallar Rag in this format. Re pa ma pa ni da ni sa ni pa ma pa ga ma re sa ni da pa da ni sa re ni sa re ma re sa ni sa re ma re sa ni sa re ma re sa ni sa ni da ma pa ni da ni sa re ni sa. That shows the Mallar Raga's basic character. While here we share the highly aesthetical part of the painting. No doubt it also encourages the mind of the spectator. But when we teach students music, we must be able to show the meaning of the music, which changes by alteration of the grammar of music. Now here there is a Basanta Raga. Dhani da sa ni da pa ma ga ma da sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. So this is the compositional planning of notes, which shows that this is a Basanta Raga. Here they have depicted in the seasonal context and the environmental motifs, etc., Radha, Krishna, etc. But again, students wants to know what is the correct music of this picture, and this scientific media shows the difference of Rag Mallar and Rag Basanta pictorially. Along with this thing, again I am showing what is simple music and complex music, that we can also suggest by pictures. Here it is a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star nursery rhyme translated in this format. Sa sa pa pa da da pa ma ma ga ga re sa ma ma ga ga re sa sa pa pa da da pa. So we can distribute the compositional grammar through pictures and create interest and awareness to learn music not only of our own country but other countries, and create interest among students at elementary level by universalization of music through pictures. Shama sudare ajamore gara सारे सारे नि सा नि द सा नि द म ग म द नि सा रे सा आ आ आ श्याम सुंदर अज मोर गर हाय श्याम सुंदर अज मोर गर हाय आज